I've spent $13,972 on Whiteout Survival in 103 days. That's an average of something like $135 a day, and some people are telling me that's not even whale spending. I call that crazy, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to be an efficient whale. So at some point I was trying to have a budget for the rest of 2026, and I quickly realized that wasn't going to work. So I've always been trying to be an efficient whale, though, trying to learn what are the best things to spend the money on, and trying to see if I can stretch my dollar as far as possible to get the most amount of power per dollar. Essentially, that's the goal that I have right here. And I have seen some other states that are like kind of around us or around the same numbers, that they have people whose like hero numbers are like almost double mine or double mine in some cases. So they're spending money on all types of things in arena and having 5 different sets of gear and stuff like that. I had to kind of restrict myself to 3 sets of gear. So decisions like that are kind of affecting my efficiency and my style of play, but that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be as efficient as possible. I want to have fun playing the game. I want to learn to grow power. Of course, this is a game where, if you want to be on top, you got to spend a little bit to be on top, because you're either going to pay in time or in money. And if you don't have the time, you're going to have to put up some money. So here's where I'm at tonight. I've got a bunch of events, but let's start getting into some of the spending. I do have VIP 12, so I'll do the prestige spinner a little bit. I was about to come on here and say that today was a day that I'm going to slow down spending, and I know they're always going to give me stuff to spend on, but we do have a state versus state prep coming up, and I want to make sure that I'm preparing myself for the next generation as well. I've kind of learned a lesson from going through this one cycle already, that I want to make sure that I have enough fire crystals for the next round, and I'm going to try to save them up by looking for efficient opportunities to buy them along the way. So let's get into that right now. First things first, we got the custom armament chest. I'm not going to buy this tonight, only because I think there's something else, a new pop-up that came that I'm going to be spending on, so I'm going to skip this. I'm going to skip the pet chest and this. All right, so basically, I'm going to do the daily deals, but before I do any of this, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to check out this gala pack. So let's check this out first, because I want to see what this is about, and then I'm going to, this one is free, and then I believe after this, yeah, now you get to, it's almost like a mix and match. So if you look at some of the things that are available here, I mean, I'm not going to do the math, precisely, because it really, sometimes it depends what you need actually, but some of the stuff, the charm designs are hard to get. Some design plans I'm a little behind on. The chief gear chest, that doesn't seem like the best value, but if we look at the fire crystals, basically if I were to configure this for all fire crystals, and we do some math on that, right? Here we go. So we take 18 times 3, that's 54 fire crystals divided by $5. That is about the best price I've seen in fire crystals in the game, actually. Even in some of the packs that you get elsewhere. So I actually, just before the reset, I spent another $50 on fire crystals at the $7 mark, the 7 per dollar mark, because I was afraid I wasn't going to get enough fire crystals. This pack here is by far the best value I've seen in the game so far. It's 10.8. I know as you go up as well, the shop's values get better, but I mean, look at this. 54 for $5, that's easy spend. So I think I'm going to end up spending a bunch on this event. So I'm going to go into the Alliance mobilization, and let me pick up a task. Let me pick up the top off points task, and then we'll close that out, mainly with this event, I think, because I'm not passing up this opportunity. I wasn't planning on spending a lot today. I was actually planning on this being a low spend day, but I can't pass up this opportunity to grab fire crystals at this rate. So and basically, look, it scales up. So that's, I'm sure that the math just scales up as you'd expect. So that's still the same. Yep, and again, Same ratio for fire crystals. All right, now at this point, I need to close out 7,500 more. So I'm going to wait because I'll do another alliance mobilization for this one. I'm going to do that $100 one also because I haven't seen this price for fire crystals in the game so far myself. I mean, the only place that I've seen that value is like in the smaller over here in the weekly deals, or is it yeah, they're weekly deals. This fire crystal weekly card comes out to, if I recall, it came close to 10. Yeah, you get that one, you get, let's see, 7 times 6 per day plus 10. So this one you get 52 divided by 5. That's a deal of 10.4. This Fire Crystal Weekly card is 10.4. The one we just saw is 10.8. So, and you can get a lot more quantity. The problem with this deal is it's a small quantity. So, so that's that one. And I'm going to grab the daily deals. And at this point, I need another... Oh, I got lucky this time. I need another 5,000, it looks like. So now we can get into... All right, what do I want to do here? I can grab some more hero gear. I think that's what I'll do here. There we go. And then close that event out. And now I'll buy another one so that I can grab this. There we go. And I bought that event out because, again, that's about the best value for fire crystals I've seen in the game. So we'll close that out. And now with that, I am done spending for the night because I've already spent way more than I wanted to today. Some of those things that I have some spending opportunities on, like the armament chest, I'll probably pick up some more of this. Let me clear this daily out. I'll probably pick up some more of this, but in another day. But I'm over budget again. I'm over budget again. I'm over budget. However, remember, there's a difference between budget and spending efficiently. This, to me, was a very wise efficiency spending move. So I want to be to the point where not only do I have enough fire crystals to use them during state versus state prep, but by the time FC6 comes along, I want to be able to rush to FC6 as well, which I know is going to be even a more difficult challenge because of the what are those called? Refined fire crystals and things like this. So I want to be in as good a shape as I can for stuff like that. So that's all we have for that section. If we look at the deals section, let's clear out the journey treasures. All right, and then we got the hero rally. Lantern of Blessings, I did all but one of these, I believe. Just grab these quick. Yeah, and the troop power, as soon as the troops are done baking, then I'll get those. And then grab the Alliance ones, well, the ones I can grab. Let's see if I have any luck tonight. Hey, that's not too bad. Yeah, just all right. Not good. And hey, that's pretty good. Pretty good. All right, take my daily there. I think, oh, this is actually the last day of this. So that means I might as well just, well, I mean, I might as well just use the rest of them. And then I'll use what I can when that last one finishes baking, basically. All right, not horrible luck, but not the best either. Take it. And then the only thing I have left to do here is get as many training speed ups as I can. All right, let's sign in and earn it. Grab that. And Deadshot. Let's see. There was I'm only 3 anyway, so I won't do it. I won't be able to do Deadshot. There is one of the other events has Deadshot as an award, I believe. Is it Officer Project that has it? Yeah, has this as an award, but I'll get that by training troops. So there we go. That's that. The events coming up are basically the 2 things we have coming up as Foundry and Canyon Clash. So one more thing I want to give an update on. The fishing tournament. As I said yesterday, I am trying to be, and I told you today, I'm trying to be an efficient whale. So what I've done is, if we look at the leaderboard here, I'm not pushing any farther. The only reason I got to this level, the 58 instead of just 50, because my only goal was to get this reward here. I wanted to get all the island decorations. So I got that. Now, the only reason I'm doing anything more with fishing is to just use up the standard ice fishing and to be able to try to get some of the daily missions points. And that's it. And I'm not going to spend any more than that just to get my daily missions, because the daily missions are, might as well not throw them away. Got a little, hero gear chest here, so might as well not to squander that opportunity. But other than that, I'm not spending any more on it. And I'm just saving what I have for next time. That's it. I've already unlocked everything I need, so there's no reason for me to be spending like crazy on this event. I'm only going to spend on it next time to get the island decorations, and that's it. So that's that. That's fishing. And now with that done and all the spending I did, we have an opportunity to go use the Prestige Wheel. So let's check out VIP. All right. Not that many spins. Only 7 spins. All right, let's see. Oh no, wait, did I forget to, I keep forgetting. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say 7 spins doesn't sound right for how much I spent. That's more like it. Okay, so that's a lot of spins to do one at a time. So I'm gonna do 10 and I will skip the animation and see what I get. Here we go. Hey, all right. Wow, 2 meteor puzzle pieces. Nice. A frost sphere puzzle piece. And another meteor puzzle piece. That's not bad. I'll take it. All right. I'm back down to 1. And we'll let the animation ride for 2 spins here. All right, anything more than 50, I'll take it. All right. Not too bad. That's not bad luck tonight. I'll say that's pretty damn good luck. Let's take a look at what we got going here. I'm on the board. That's it. I'm just on the board with the frost sphere puzzle. It's going to be a long, long journey. And this is coming together a little faster than I thought, only because I got a little lucky. So hopefully I'll continue to get lucky on the meteor skin. That'd be nice to have that sooner than expected, but it's still 100 pieces, so it's quite the far distance there. Now, I get a lot of advice from a lot of different people, but I'm learning to make better decisions for myself. I think I made the right decisions for my account in this stage of the game right now, but I'm curious to know your opinion. So give me a comment below and tell me what you think. Are you buying this pack? How far are you buying into it? And what do you think you would be doing if you're in this stage of the game and had your account where I have this account? I'm curious to know, because that's how I learn. Give me critique. Tell me what I'm doing right. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. And most importantly, if you want to follow along on this journey, make sure you give me a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so when I post anything, you know about it right away. Thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, I'll see you later.